Hey, this is Kaya, and today I'll be talking with my dad about some of his life experiences. My dad, Kino Ask, is from Asia, the Philippines to be specific. My dad says that a lot of people think his life growing up consisted of literally living in a jungle and not having a house or anything. Like he was just an animal that had the opposite of a human life.
It's just like they think I'm like jungle boy, like I grew up in some kind of things like that. It's not really like that. The Philippines that I grew up in is pretty Americanized, but at the same time, I was like half breed and things like that. They have the same kind of problem they have in the U.S. kind of.
Although my dad did live extremely close to the jungle and did do things ordinary people wouldn't, like climbing trees and tossing coconuts back and forth with monkeys, he still wasn't completely Pacific Islander influenced. His father and my grandpa is actually from here in Minnesota. He met my grandmother when he was there on a Navy trip.
My father is American. He's white. He's from Bloomington, Minnesota. He grew up right here.
My dad used to swim from the shore of beaches out to smaller islands with his cousins and close friends. This was a regular activity that younger people would do there when they were bored.
They're little islands, but they're pretty close by. It's close by the Subic Bay. It's a U.S. base, the military base. But it's all kind of semi-exciting, just like here too in Minnesota, though. Like when we go kind of way up north.
My father thinks that no matter where you are, you can find something fun to do, even if it isn't exactly what you grew up with.
They put me in an ESL class. That means English as a second language, and I hated it. I learned how to swear in many different languages, from Vietnamese to Spanish, which you already know from being Filipinos, and there's some like other cultures that I didn't know about, like Laos, Cambodia, which is also in Southeast Asia, but I heard about it when I moved here, and it's really funny.
Dad first came here, he was 15, about to be 16. His dad already had him signed up and ready for school the morning after their plane landed in America.
But my Mr. Halverson, my English teacher, said, "You're Filipino, aren't you?" And he talked to me and he's like, "I think you need to take the test again." He said, "I don't think you're supposed to be in an ESL class." And I was kind of glad, but when I moved to, I started studying with normal, I don't know, that's a weird word for it, like the American kids, and in my art class and stuff like that. I find it that I start missing those ESL students, like international people, all from different nations in the world. And I thought that was really cool that I was like that I'm from different nations of the world. But it was cool too to be American also, from Bloomington. Then they took grandma and your grandpa. When I first come to the US, you see in the Philippines we have canoe or kayak, but they have those side things so you don't flip over because of the ocean, the waves. So we went to Lake Nokomis right here close by the airport at Bloomington, and the MSP airport. And as we went to the canoe, Lolo and Lola, your grandma and grandpa, went in and I stepped on the side and I put all my weight to it, and all I see was them just flip over.
In that recording, you heard my dad telling a story about how he accidentally flipped his parents in a canoe. Later, he told me that this happened because canoes here in America are different from the ones he had seen and used in the Philippines. The ones he had seen in his life had stable wood on the side in case there was big waves or storms when they were out in the ocean. Overall, my dad's transition from Asia to America was quite difficult, like it would be for anyone. He had to relearn some things and see changes in some inventions because it's a different climate here and we have different geography. I know my dad enjoyed coming here, and I know he would never take it back because he loves the way his life is.